What's up guys, I hope you're all doing well today. Welcome back to another Awaken video. We are in week 3 of the soft launch of Awaken, and we're going to do a little progress report. So this week has been a little bit slower for me. I've been a little bit busier, had some more real life stuff going on, so I haven't been able to play as much as I was the first 2 weeks, but I've still managed to pull off a little progression, so we're going to go over that. So we'll start over here in the heroes. So the main thing we've gotten done in here is we've been bringing Valeria up to 50, and I'm slowly working on building the food items to get her to 60, because I decided that one of the smart things for me now that I have a main damage dealer in each main color is I need to focus on one color, and I kind of just had some good ones for red since I've also built Auroch recently, so I just decided to double down on building red so that I could try to clear all of Tulpa Dungeon soon. So we've been working on her, and that's going pretty well. We've got her glyphs getting close to the gold ones, the tier 5. We've got some okay gear on her we're slowly building into. A few pieces I'm working on switching out there. Got a few levels into her abilities here. Obviously it takes a lot of materials to do it, so I need to spend some more time doing that, which will be another part here looking at the ability dungeons. And then we've done a few pulls for the summon challenge. I did pull an Urzag, so I've got everybody I need to work on one of the hero syntheses, which is going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to be doing that in the near future. The other fun thing I pulled is I did get, let's see, I got Virgil, who's supposedly really good. I'll have to build him up and see what I think for myself, but he has an AoE silence, which could be pretty cool, especially in like somewhere like Arena, possibly even some of like the Void Tower, some of the dungeon type material just to stop things from using abilities. Could be pretty solid. I got a Helmar, who's another bleed based character, kind of like Scarlet, who I've had for a while, and I think he'll pair really well with her because his ult explodes poisons, so you can rotate through getting a lot more poisons on the field without them taking up all your debuff slots. So I think he could be a pretty fun one. One interesting thing I got is I pulled another legendary. I got Desmond. I don't really know how to feel about him. His kit is very odd. I don't know how much damage it'll do, but it looks like it could be a lot of fun. Basically, he puts himself in Plague Emissary mode, and then continually puts Plague stacks on the enemy. Let's see, where does it say here? Deals damage based on the current health at the start of the turn. So I'll have to see how these actually work, because it's a little bit different from Poison, just from reading it. So we'll really have to see, but he also has a little bit of healing, self-heal in his kit. So he could be kind of a fun one to build with a lot of health and a lot of the focus stat for landing debuffs, and just kind of see if he can tank and just sit there and place high damage poisons on people for a long time. I guess I'm going to keep accidentally referring to them as poisons. Plagues, sorry. So we'll see how that works out. I'm not going to rush building him right now, because I really just need very solid, simple characters right now for progressing through content, but I think he could be fun. I don't know if he's S tier, but I think he could be a very interesting one to build. Past that, we didn't really get any exciting pulls. I think it's just a lot of standard stuff. Yeah, nothing too exciting there. So for champions itself, hasn't been too exciting this week, but we've made some progress elsewhere. So we're now level 44 in the Magic Pass, so I think we gained another 12 to 13 levels over this week. I want to say I was at the low 30s last week. So we got there. I think I've only gained 1 or 2 player levels. Been a little bit slower. I haven't been farming quite as much, like I said. Been a little busy, but we'll go into the dungeons here. The No Man's Land, I now have the final one, the stage 9, for all 3 primary colors. Still haven't done too much with the dark and light, just because per last week I don't really have much in the way of dark and light characters other than the Mary, who's the light character and elite. So that one's nice. I like being able to farm the last stage. Although I have noticed that you have to like go to the lower stages in order to get a lot of the lower materials. You don't just get a bunch of them from doing the final stages, which is a little bit weird. You'd think you'd keep getting a lot of the little ones later on, but I don't know, just the drop rates for it work a little funky. But I do have all those available now, which is nice. Arcane Dominator. So this one has overall been really tough, even after the patch that scaled back some of the minion damage from the boss, and then also just some of the boss stats. Some of these have been really challenging. Not having a full team of primary colors, so like the blue one, Queen of Tides, has still been really tough for me, because I've only got the one really good green character in Zatlux. I don't have any others yet. So this one's been really challenging. And then Witch of the Winds is very weird. I'm not quite sure how her kit works, and I don't really need these sets, so I haven't put too much effort into these two here. Once I get a full team, I'll probably work on it a little more, since I would be affinity neutral, since it's a light and dark one. But for right now, I'm not worrying about it. I'm actually worrying about Roaring Tulpa, because the life set is good. The guard set is decent. I think it'll be more useful as I get more defensive characters. And then the crit rate set is decent. I definitely don't think it's A or S tier, but it is a very solid set, and at least for early on, it's really nice for getting as high a crit rate as you can, since it can be hard to get really high tier gear with a lot of good substats. So I definitely think it's useful to focus on Roaring Tulpa, and since, as you saw earlier, I'm ending up with a lot of red characters, it kind of works out that this is the first dungeon I'm heavily focusing on. And I have cleared, I want to say 2 more stages. I'm up to 10 now, which is really nice. I'm actually at the point where if I beat it, yeah, because I think I can auto battle stage 9 now. It was a little bit tough, but I think I could do it, which now means I have access to getting 5-star legendary gear. So we're not quite there yet. We're not at the end of that one, but I think once we get Valeria up to 60 with a little better gear, at least some upgrades on the gear, I think we'll be clearing the rest of this one pretty soon. So I'm hoping to do that within the next couple days. And then we got another stage done in Ash Magisteria, which this one is a little tougher because I've only got the 1 blue character in Hydrissia. I don't have a whole lot of other really strong blue characters other than, you know, my Blackhorn, but he's only a tank and support, so he doesn't really do any damage. But we're still clearing that one. We're moving through that one. I haven't worked on Void Tower much this week. And then the bounty hunts, I'm still kind of soft-locked here at this Urzag stage. I've tried it once more, but I hadn't made enough progress to really get past this one. So I'm still a little bit locked there at the moment. And then we will go into the guild stuff here. So I have actually made some progress here. Having the half-decent red characters this week, I'm hitting it about level 18 chest, which is really nice. I'm getting over 100,000 damage. I'm regularly hitting for about 102 to 104,000 damage, which isn't bad. As you can see, even just in my clan, I'm not quite at the top here, but I'm doing a lot better. Being able to roll with my Esrina and Auroch, who do the majority of my damage. William for the extra A1 damage for everybody else, which is really nice. And then he does have the counter attack and defense up on one character, which is pretty useful. So he's been nice, even though he's off affinity right now. Been really useful. And then Blackhorn, he's just in there because he drops heals and cleanse on everybody, which has helped me a lot. Still rolling with a heal and rage spell. Still haven't noticed a big difference in damage no matter what I change these two, but this is kind of what I've settled into using. So yeah, we're hitting about level 18 every time now, which has been really nice. I think I've only had one time I fell down to 17, and that's because I was autoing it. I was a little lazy, but that's been going pretty good, getting decent rewards out of there. And then the last main thing we got done this week is I made it to gold 5. It's obviously not top tier, but it's pretty good for a week of work. I was in, I want to say, low silvers, and I've kind of just been casually trying to do arena every day as much as I can, and I made it up to gold, so I'm looking at getting some pretty decent rewards this week. Let me see if I can remember where it is here. Here we go. So yeah, so this week I'll be moving up from 150 gems to 200 gems, and since I believe the season also ends in 6 hours to end of today, I will also be getting 2 shard pulls and a 4-star pumpkin, which is nice, moving up from a 1 shard pull in the 4-star. So decent rewards there. I definitely like the way the rewards are handled here, and I definitely hope to keep progressing in here. I've got a decent arena team. I still need some work on them, but overall they're doing pretty good. I'm liking the feel of the arena so far. I like the way it works, and I love the rewards. They're pretty solid. And then in the adventure, I am still slightly stuck at the, where is it here? Still slightly stuck in the chapter 6, trying to beat, nope, here it is. Still trying to beat the Sierra fight. It's such a pain, guys. This is not a fun stage, especially not having a whole bunch of green characters to slap the blue. This is not a fun one at all for me. I don't think it's insanely hard. I just do not have the right champs for it, being built very heavily into red right now. So once I bring that Intinua up to level 60, I might have better luck here. But for right now, this is where I'm at in the adventure. But as I said, I've mostly been focusing on the dungeon and the arena this week. But we've made some decent progress in there. So things have definitely slowed down a little bit from the first 2 weeks or so of playing. But I am still happy with the overall progression. It still feels good. I still feel like I'm getting decent rewards for everything, and it's continued to be a really nice experience, so I'm still really enjoying the game. I hope you guys are still really enjoying the game, and I think that is going to do it for this one. Hopefully next week we'll have some new progress, some new stuff to talk about, and hopefully I'll have more time to play this week. I'm really hoping for that, so leading up to Christmas here. So we will see, but thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys are having a good time in the game, and I will see you next time. Bye.